Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 31 here on Bloomfield with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, it's 7 a.m. as it turns out, September 1st, and you'll notice a couple of things. First off, it is harvest time here on Bloomfield, as we can see by our neighbor's field here. But not only is it harvest time for the neighbors, but for us as well. Our potatoes are ready to be harvested again, and as well our barley field is ready to be harvested. The other thing I want to take note of, we are on our home account, and our money is at nearly $115,000, just $45 off. And that is going to be important in the discussion we're going to have here in a little bit. But I'm going to jump in the truck here, and we are going to head to the farm because a decision was made on the harvester. So we are going to drive down there, and I'll show you what that decision is, and we're going to tackle the barley harvest first thing. So I will see you at the farm in just a minute. Well, we're just pulling into the yard. We came the back way, as you can see, and as soon as we come around the corner, you should be able to see our harvesting team sitting right there. So I'll get parked up here out of the road. Actually, right here should work just fine, and we'll take a closer look. So you can tell, obviously I added a trailer. This is on the lease program. It was $21,000. The reason for this is the current trailer we have would only hold one combine hopper, and it'd have to be dumped every time. This trailer at least will hold two. It would have been nice to have a larger trailer, but I just wasn't sure if our tractor could handle something too much bigger. It holds like 22,000 liters, so it should be sized pretty nice. So, $64,000 question is, which harvester do we go with? Well, we went with the one Ben recommended, the new Montana version. So 408 horsepower this one has. We can run the 9-meter header with it. So, pretty nice outfit. Now this was added $351,000 to our lease program for this setup, which actually was a pretty darn good deal because the retail value on this was $451,000. So Ben really sharpened his pencil up. But not only just Ben, and actually we might as well jump in and start getting to work while we discuss this. But first, let's take a good look inside. Yeah, she's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. So, like I said, we got $100,000 off retail. And it wasn't all Ben. I mean, the factory had some incentives. Ben basically sold it to us at his cost. He said he's going to get his money on the backside from advertising, and but he went to class and he told them what he was doing with our program here, and he got them to kick in some to it. So all in all, we came out $100,000 ahead. I was still as nervous about it as like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, but it was basically my wife who made the final decision, believe it or not. She is the money person in the family after all, and she said that she thought it was a smart thing to do. What this does is basically going to double our commitment to Ben. Our quarterly commitment, I should say, and that's where the $114,000 comes in, because it would be $25,000 a quarter, and as my wife pointed out, we have in our own personal funds enough money to pay for Ben's commitment for a year, no problem. And that money has been going up pretty nicely, I must say, with the farm shop, the addition of the eggs. That certainly helps. And my wife's income, like, she's working hard, not only running the farm shop and that, but she's still operating our home-based accounting job. So that really helps, gives us a little cushion. Now we are on the farm account right now. As you can see, it's not quite as cushy as the home account, but it's still not bad. And as she correctly pointed out, we've got the bales to sell. We have more pigs ready to sell this month at the farm. We are going to have another cutting, which will add more silage bales. Just go out of cab here so I don't run over any crops. But I think we need to, the best place to stage is here at the, basically along our driveway. Okay, I think that should work. Hopefully there's enough room for us to get hooked on there. Don't want to ruin any of the neighbors' crops. Yeah, so she said to let her worry about the money. She said it shouldn't be an issue at all, and that I should worry about the farming. Oh, there we go. We made her. So that's what we'll do. So, I mean, I still don't think we needed an outfit this large. Like right this month, all we have to harvest is this one little field. And this is certainly going to make pretty short work of that, I'm thinking. But, like Ben and my wife said, we don't want to stay this small forever, and this harvester will, it'll last us for a while. Now let's take a look. We should be able to do this from in cab, I'm thinking. Well, you know what? I am going to jump out just for 1 sec, just to make sure the straw swap is on, because we do want this straw. Should be on. No, it isn't. There we go. That should fix that. We're going to have pig food to sell as well once we get all our harvest in. And I did top up the pig food pen on the home farm, and I think I'll add a little bit more to our pen at the or I should say, I've topped up the pen at the farm, and I think I'm going to add a little to the home farm as well. And then that, whatever's left, will be extra pig food we can sell. So, cooler heads prevailed, I guess you could say, because when you look at it that way, we should be just fine. Because I think, didn't we sell about $80,000 worth of pig food? It seems to me we did pretty good. It's just like, man, we're into the bank for like 700 grand, and now we're into Ben for like just under $1 million. But I guess that's farming. Now we do need to buy a corn header, but Ben is going to keep an eye out. Hopefully, we'll get lucky and get a used one. If not, well, we'll have to buy a new one, because we are going to need one. I just noticed that the feed augers weren't running. They didn't come out automatically. You actually have to turn them on. Now I think what we'll do is we'll just run down here, and we'll go up the other edge quick. And that'll give us room to kind of cut across. Well, it is pretty nice outfit. Oh shoot, you know what I just realized? I don't want to put this barley straight into the pig food. I want to put it in one of our bins, because that's the only silo we have, and wait and see how much barley we actually need, because we need some barley for the chickens. And I forgot to get a pipe. So oh yeah, it's just about full already, so we're definitely gonna have more barley than the trailer is gonna hold. Oh darn it, are we gonna make it to the end? 'Cause I don't know if there's enough room for our trailer to sneak up there. Oh, I think this is going to be typical Murphy fashion. We're going to get within smelling distance and come up just a tad short. Okay. Yes, sir. Look at that. All right. Well, that's a little disappointing. Now, if we back up here and scooch over, there, that should give us enough room, I think. All right, well, I gotta run back and grab the trailer. So once I get that, we'll get this unloaded. So I'll see you in just a second. There was just enough room for us to sneak up in here on this little band of grass between the fields. If we hadn't moved the harvester over, though, the pipe would have been out into that field next door. But we made it work. So 44% one hopper load, so like, we'll only get 2 hoppers in this trailer, but 2's much better than 1. And like I said, I just thought it was an appropriately sized trailer for our tractor. And we don't have to, we're not taking it very far. So I think it'll do us just fine. So we're going to have to, after we get this field harvested, we're going to have to bale up the straw. And then, of course, get the field prepped for planting. Although I will do what I should have done this year. We'll put the canola in here, and we'll put the barley next door. Well, so it gave us just enough room, so I think actually we did run over that crop a little bit, but if you don't say anything, I won't. I was going to say there was just enough room and realized our back tires were on it. That's a nice looking harvester, that's for sure. Didn't think we'd have anything like that when I first started this farming venture. I would have been happy with the harvester, that old case one that TFS had, or would have, oops, a little bit of a collision on that pole, obviously. Didn't look like our pipe was hitting it, but it was. So we are definitely, yeah, I would say we're definitely going to need to buy that auger before we get done with this. Those are the big bends, so we're going to have to get that large auger, I'm afraid. Although we could get the same one that Neil has, I think, excuse me, would work. Oh no, we can't because it needs a tractor to drive it. Well, I guess we could hook because it takes 165 horsepower to drive that auger. So that means we'd have to put the cloths on it, but then we'd have to unhook the trailer, put the John Deere on the trailer, put the cloths on the auger. I think unless it's significantly cheaper, we'll just go with the one that's got the built-in engine. Makes more sense. Yeah, just getting that straw spread out a little bit so there's not a huge lump like there is there. That's kind of a pain to deal with the baler. Pretty nice. Of course, I stopped to move the camera, and now I made one of those great big piles that balers don't like too much. Whoops, wasn't paying close enough attention. Our tractor is reasonably close here. Actually, I think what I'll do is I will get this unloaded and I'll fill the hopper up again. We'll see how close we are to finishing the field. And we need to buy an auger of some description so we can offload this crop. So I think I'll leave you there. You know what, check that. Might as well stay in because we'll just, I think we'll have enough time to show all of this, I believe, in this episode. If it's a little bit long, so be it. Or if I have to, I can cut a little bit out. Now it's fairly flat around here. I suppose I might have gotten away with a little larger trailer. But doesn't that look good? I think it does. It's not John Deere, mind you, but still looks pretty good. So we can hold another couple thousand liters in here. We'll get everything topped right up and then we'll deal with the auger. Now we'll do some more in-cab harvesting. Certainly seems to have no issue at all running this header. Might have been able to go up one more even. But like I said, this is going to make pretty short work of this harvest. The same can't be said for our potato harvest. It'll take a little longer for sure. Oh, that's another source of income too, because we'll have some potatoes left over. We usually have some that we can sell every year. That brings up another. I wonder if we should sit on them until the best price. But then we need to have some place to store them. It's just too bad that pig food production is really nice, but you can't take back out of it. Once you put it in there, it's there. We'll have to see how many we have available to sell, if it's worth sitting on them or if we'll just sell them off. Just because we don't have an easy way to store them. Every place that we have that takes potatoes, once they're in there, they're in there. I guess one way around that would be is to put all the potatoes into our French fry production, and then put the potatoes on the greenhouse onto storing, and that'd put them in pallets, and we could stack those pallets in our shop. We'd have enough room, and it's climate controlled in there, so we could keep it at a good temperature for them till we could sell them. So that would be an option. A little bit finicky to have to move all those pallets into the shop, but it would work. I'll have to think about that. Actually, speaking of storage, where are we going to store this harvester? Oh man, I got to really pay attention to that. What's that, 2 in a row now? I technically ran over a little crop. Not a very quick learner. Now we can only offload 2,000 liters, but might as well top the trailer up. Yeah, I never thought of that. We're going to have to find a spot to park that harvester. I guess we could go in this shed that where TFS had his. Well, I guess that's all she wrote. You can top this back up again. Although that is not going to take very long. So if we focus entirely just on the harvest this episode, which I think we'll do, we'll probably have another episode in September, because I don't think we've shown any straw baling on our fields anyway, so we'll do that. And Maybe we'll show a little bit of the potato harvest. I think we did show some of that last time as well, but now we can show a little bit more. So we'll likely have 2 episodes here in September. And that's all she wrote. Alright, so if we bring up the shop here on the shop web page, and where are the pipes? So 25,000 for that one, or oh, that one's even more money, so 25,000 it is. You know what? I think we'll put that on the lease program for now. So I will look after doing that. Now, unfortunately, we have to pull that with a tractor. In real life, you see pickup trucks pulling those down the road all the time. Of course, not at full road speed, but faster than what a tractor can go. But you need a 3-point link for those. So I'm going to run up and get the John Deere. I'll do the paperwork for the lease, and I will bring you back when that's all straightened out and we can unload some barley. So we'll see in a little bit. Okay, we are off to go and dump this trailer load. That took a little time because it takes a while for me to do the paperwork. And I did take the opportunity to take a screenshot for the thumbnail. So, just a reminder on how this leasing program is going to work. We only add to the lease after we've had the equipment for the one complete quarter. So like anything we buy, add to it, like this month, we actually won't make our first payment on it till the end of December. Come the end of December, we'll add up all the payments we've made, and then we will take, like this December, we'll have paid somewhere around $50,000. So we'll take $50,000 worth of equipment off the list and we'll adjust the monthly payment. So the monthly payment can go up but can never go down as we add equipment. And then next year we'll do the same thing again. Now if we had extra money we could put towards it, we could do that, but we'd be far better off to put it on the loans because the loans are charging interest and Ben is not charging us any interest. There we go. Just wasn't back quite far enough. Well, we're finally using those bins. I thought we were completely empty there. Wasn't maybe I need to be back a little bit. As the trailer chips up, the back moves ahead a little bit is what's going on. There we go. Now, if you've been following the series from the very beginning, you might remember that we had an opportunity to sell those bins off. But we didn't do that because we knew at some point we wanted to have a farm that would make use of them, and we're finally there. So it would have been kind of short-sighted of us to get rid of them. And that's kind of the argument my wife and Ben were making regarding the larger harvester. You know, going with something smaller, yep, would have worked for now, but it was being a bit short-sighted. But I did take a look at the time, and believe it or not, we have actually chewed up almost an entire episode already. Actually, not almost. We're at 30 minutes already. So what I'll do is I will finish up this harvest and bring you back in when we are done and let you know how much we got. We'll just grab this unload here quick before we take off. I'm going to estimate it'll be 2 and a little bit trailer loads is I think where we'll be at. I'm going to guess that we'll fill the trailer up and then have some still in the harvester. Alright, I'm just going to move this up out of the way and I will carry on with this harvest and we'll see you when it's done and find out where we're at. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, there we go. The harvest is done. So we dumped one trailer and we have another full one. So that's 22,500, that's 45,000 liters. And we have what, almost 7,500, just a little shy of that. So that'd be 52,500 liters in round numbers we got off of this harvest. So I'm going to take and dump this load into the bin. Now, we currently can't take out of the bin. I suppose we could set up that huge auger, but that's actually for putting in. We need a small auger for taking out. Now, I'm going to, obviously we're going to have to get one, but I'm going to wait and see if I can't get lucky and find something used. So the last load we take out of the harvester, I am actually going to put some of that into our chicken pens because they're starting to get low. So, I don't know, maybe 3,000 liters, something like that. And then the rest I'll put in our bin. But we are going to have to call it an episode there. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I'm sure that'll be fine. So if you're still with me, I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see when other content like this lands, hit that old notification bell. But for this episode, here on Bloomfield, it's Farmer Murphy signing off.